Valley Style on CBS Sports Network. Big matchup. First possession of the home team here.
Great offense in Evansville. Very efficient against an excellent defense against Loyola. Just ask Northern Iowa.
Reverse layup. Scavage's first rebound of what Purple Aces fans hope is many. 14.3 boards a game to lead the nation coming in. Here are the Ramblers. First possession.
Evansville's going to mix defenses, look for them to open up man-to-man, go to zone at some point. Loyola has really struggled from three all season long. It's been a problem for Porter Moser's crew.
Smith almost traveled. Loyola up top hits.
I think Loyola just needs to see the ball go through the basket. They have had some offensive woes. Their defense has been very consistent, but their offense has been really lacking this year.
Jalen Brown for wing. 15 to shoot for the Purple Aces.
You see a lot of motion here. Marty Simmons is known for his motion offense. Watch DJ Ballantyne, so good off the ball.
Scavage has lost it. And it's taken right back by Dante Ingram, sophomore forward, out of Chicago. Ramblers snapped a 5-game losing streak Saturday in Cedar Falls, and a nice drive and score for Tyson Smith.
Well, we asked Porter Moser before the game, are you going to use the same lineup that you did in Cedar Rapids, where you had 4 new starters? Cedar Falls. Yep. He goes, no doubt about it. He goes, I love the energy there. We brought Milton Doyle off the bench, and he was sensational. So what a way to respond. That defense has been so good so far.
Ballantyne had it stripped. Dante Ingram loose change. Peterson for Ingram. And Loyola had that great start against the Panthers. Really set the tone early for Porter Moser, the head coach of Loyola. Rajala, the kick out. Smith, long-range shot. Back iron miss this time. Scavages has his second rebound.
That's a good look for Loyola. That's an excellent pass by Rajala. And as a shooter, you like to catch the ball coming down from inside.
Lefty runner in the paint. Scavages cannot hit this time. Third leading scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference. 17.1 points a game. And, of course, DJ Ballantyne leads all scorers in the league. More than 21 a night.
For Loyola, you're going to see a lot of ball screens, a lot of handoffs all year long. And a guy like Richardson there who missed, it's going to be imperative that he makes a few shots, keep this defense honest.
Ben Richardson misfires, first attempt. Blake Simmons, coach's son, handles top of the key. This has a similar feel to the Saturday victory for Loyola. Good defense early against Northern Iowa. Ballantyne spins and scores. 2,170 career points, most of any active player in the nation. The senior from Kokomo, Indiana, outside Indianapolis.
So he really just understands angles, and he's got such a strong body. Didn't he act strange when I asked him, who do you compare your game to right now at the next level? He didn't really have an answer. He said maybe Darren Williams.
Mentioned Steph Curry as an idol, a guy growing up, came from a mid-major. Davidson on to greatness in the NBA. Ballantyne's had an extraordinary career.
They've really made it a focus so far, Evansville has, to get it down low to Miscavige. Watch Ballantyne off those curl screens, making good decisions, averaging close to 5 assists a game. That's a good look right there for Marty Simmons' crew. But I think it's been Loyola's energy defensively that's really taken them out of that rhythm.
Jalen Brown, team's third leading scorer. Misfires, baseline jumper that time. Purple Aces, 3 players in double figures scoring. Scavige's good effort in the corner. And the Ramblers keeper for their head coach, Porter Moser, 5th year as head coach in Chicago. Best season last year, 24 wins in the CBI postseason title. Here comes the wholesale change. As Tim talked about, 4 different starters Saturday in Cedar Falls against UNI, and of course Coach Moser is going to stick with that. Big message from Coach Moser today: 3-pointers got to be better. We have not shot well from 3-point range. Got to build off that win. Have to rebound well against what he expects to be some zone tonight from Evansville, but the Aces do start out in a man-to-man.
Yeah, hockey-like change here to start it off, especially for the first time out. If you have not seen Milton Doyle play, he's really good and on cue. Watch him all game long. Right now, he's going to be a guy who's coming off ball screens. He loves that pull-up jump shot. The transfer from Kansas is something that I'm sure he's not happy coming off the bench, but this energy has really changed this team's momentum.
Backdoor cut, there's Ballantyne. It's him for his second bucket, the high-low pass play. Off-ball movement so effective for DJ Ballantyne, something that Porter Moser told us today it would be a huge issue trying to defend for his Ramblers. Maurice Kirby, Virginia Tech transfer into the game for the first time. Offensive foul call on Doyle, leading us to break. 12 points the other day for him against UNI.
Yeah, special name and a special player. Loyola with a lot of energy here in Evansville to start.
Special name.
And win a game like that. Right now you look at Loyola's record in conference, and they're 1-5. They could easily be 4-2. But all of those close losses, the team is lacking some confidence and has really injected life into this lineup.
These programs won a postseason tournament last year. CBI and the CIT. CIT for Evansville, CBI first time ever for Loyola. But of course, the ultimate goal is to get to the big dance. Marty Simmons, the Evansville legend. We heard his pregame talk to his Purple Aces. He played here, an assistant for Jim Cruz for 11 years, then took over as head coach in 2007. 3 losses already. Told us today every game, especially tonight, against a team with a lower RPI and the Ramblers is critical. If you lose that, your RPI drops. As we said, 77 tonight to start. You can't go down much lower.
Yeah, and he used the phrase margin of error just very, very slim. So it's a game you got to have.
Brown, trouble with the handle.
How good's this defense been so far for Loyola? The energy's just been off the charts.
Suffocating. Ballantyne up top. 7 early points for DJ Ballantyne. He shows us why he's the nation's active leader in total points. Entering play 9th all-time in Missouri Valley Conference scoring.
And that's what you need. You need your leaders to stop the bleeding right there. That was a big shot early on in the game.
3rd all-time in Evansville history in scoring. He will set the record in about 10 games. Traveling call up top on Montel James. Turns it back over.
DJ Ballantyne averages 21 points a game. Only shoots 35% from 3, but he has that ability to get really hot. More of a streaky shooter. He flat out told me, he goes, I wish they set more ball screens for me. I'd rather be dribbling and coming off ball screens, but Marty Simmons, known for his motion offense, has Ballantyne using his smarts instead off the ball.
Simmons, coach's son, handles for Brown. Here's Wing. Miscavige's back for Wing. Return on the repost. Reverse layup and a foul. And the native of Lithuania will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Gideus Miscaviges.
I love that Adam Wing didn't give up on getting that ball back down low to Miscaviges. Was able to get to the free throw line. And out of Lithuania, I got a chance to ask him. I said, you're too young to remember the Sarunas Maršalonis era. He goes, yeah, but guys like Arvydas Sabonis, Sildrunas Algauskas, those were guys that I looked up to as a kid.
First point for Egidius tonight. Already 4 rebounds. Islav Brozoya, junior from Croatia, and the transfer from Villanova of the Big East will get his first appearance. 20 rebounds for Egidius Friday at Illinois State in Normal. He's got 3 20-plus rebound games this year. That leads all players in the nation. 19 of those rebounds, Tim, were defensive boards. He is extraordinary when it comes to defensive rebounding.
Yeah, and doesn't really jump out of the gym, just has a tremendous nose for the ball and awareness.
James, pump fake. And Miscaviges alters the shot. Here's Brown. Zoya's first handle. Ballantyne moved so well out the ball. That was not close on that shot. Maybe partially blocked on the way up.
Yeah, if I'm Loyola right here, trying to get the ball in Milton Doyle's hands, trying to make something happen. They've kind of stalled offensively.
Here is Doyle right on cue. Hanging, tough shot. James crashing in weak side. And it's given back to the Ramblers here. The fans in the Ford Center disapprove of that call. Tyson Smith set the check back in.
Head coach Porter Moser told us that Doyle likes to see the ball go through that net early. He made his first shot, and then you see his aggressiveness kind of come to the forefront. Before the Northern Iowa game, he had not broken double figures on the road. Had a big game at Northern Iowa. Hopefully that translates to a big game in Evansville.
James. Smooth stroke from the right wing. 14 points, 12 rebounds in that win over UNI Saturday. For Montel James. He and Milton Doyle provide the energy. They are the leaders of this Rambler team. If they're hanging their heads, Loyola's in trouble. Things don't go well. They got to keep the energy going, the positive mojo. There's a turnover. It's back to Loyola.
pouring through the numbers for the Purple Aces, they're in the top 3 in the country in field goal percentage, shooting over 52% on the season. They're in the top 3 in assists, so they share the ball so well. They got 5 guys that are in the top 11 in assists in a league where Loyola only has 1 guy who breaks the top 11. So really good, really efficient offense versus a defense that so far has been stingy.
Richardson in for Doyle. Handles. Ingram works inside. Lefty shot. A little short. And a rebound for David Howard. The redshirt junior seeing his first minutes out of Nashville, Tennessee. High post play. Howard way overthrown. Comes right to Smith. And it's a pick for the Ramblers. Tyson Smith. Crossover move. Howard blocked it. Foul call.
The foul on Evansville, number 44, David Howard.
Smith was so key to that win at Northern Iowa. He had 7 crucial points in the second half, and more of a slasher driver. He's able to use that strength to get to the free throw line. Porter Moser told us he wants to run. Now, the numbers don't look like it when you're only averaging 62 points a game, but this is an offense that has been really caught in a bad spot because they're not making any jump shots.
If there's a story to tell in the sports world, Adam Schott is excited to put his spin on it. Don't miss. Time to shine. Well, it's Tuesdays through Fridays, 6 Eastern. Tim, right here on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
Yeah, I saw that he had the Jordan crying face today that he was featuring, and it's been a popular meme. Anytime you go on Twitter, I feel like that face is always popping up somewhere.
Lozoya. Miscavige is back in the game, and a blocking foul. Left low block against Montel James. Tough to defend. Egidius Miscavige's.
Montel James. That's his first personal.
He has 5 of his team's 6 rebounds. And we talked to him, you and I, pregame while the Purple Aces were warming up. He's as humble as they come in terms of talking about his numbers. Well, he said, if I get 20 rebounds in a game, that means my teammates aren't getting as many boards. Sometimes it's a lucky bounce that comes to me. I don't buy that, Tim. 20 rebounds, 3+ times this year already. That's impressive.
Yeah, and you think 14 rebounds a game on average. I mean, those numbers are astounding. We're talking about Blake Griffin, Kenneth Fareed, guys that were outstanding college basketball players. Here's a kid who came in a little bit of a project and has really worked on his game and gotten better each and every season for Marty Simmons.
3 points for Egidius, all on free throws so far to begin our game tonight. Rajala back in the game. This is Smith. Ingram drives the paint, hangs but can't hit. Rebound number 6 for the big guy. Lozoya, instant offense off the bench, very good with assists. That was tips. Comes to Wing, who buries a shot from the wing, his first 3.
That makes him 12 or 20 on the season from 3, so it doesn't shoot him a whole lot, Adam Wing. He's more of a glue guy, but when he's open, he makes defenses pay.
Great game against Arkansas, 21 points at career best. Hit all 8 of his shots in the field, all 5 free throws for Adam Wing. There's a steal. Pressure defense. Lozoya causes the miscue. And Ballantyne on the handle here for Evansville. Wing again. 3 more. Back-to-back jacks for Adam Wing. Timeout, Ramblers.
Good evening, Aces fans. My name's Drake.
They love it.
Make shots. That opens up your defense. That's why Evansville on the season shooting over 52%.
All right, so the second 3 called a 2. So we got the official review there and confirmation from the officials. 5 points first half here for Wing. And a 5-point lead for the Aces on their home court. Doyle back in the game. Kick out. Smith open for 3.
Smith, 3 points.
That's just great execution out of a timeout where you got Milton Doyle with a mismatch. He's able to draw a double team and make the right basketball play.
13th 3 of the year for Tyson Smith. JC transfer from Southern Idaho. Lozoya trying to go high-low there. Miscavige just couldn't bring it in off his fingertips out of bounds. Turned over to the Ramblers.
I think Loyola's rotations have been excellent. With Miscavige, he wants to dive every time and try to catch and make the layup, and I think Loyola is making it difficult for him to do that.
4 Purple Ace turnovers here in the first half. Peterson pulls up his dribble. Richardson. Contact down low. Miscavige is going to pick that up. That'll be Egidius' first personal foul, battling with Montel James.
That's his first personal, the team's second.
Crowd clearly does not agree. They're not supposed to, are they?
No, not at all.
Ben Richardson. Couple key threes late in that win at Cedar Falls against Northern Iowa Saturday. That could completely turn Loyola's season around. Peterson runs baseline. Smith. Doyle in trouble. Here's James. Back iron. And Wing has a loose change rebound.
That's good offense. I mean, Doyle made the right play once again, fighting the shooter. I know James has only made 2 threes on the year, but that's an open look.
Wing the back in on Richardson. Has a mismatch there. 3-second call.
Lane violation.
Marty Simmons, he wants to see more movement in his offense. I think if you would have asked Porter Moser on the other side, would you sign up for 15-13 at the 9:30 mark? I think he would have taken it.
Peterson goes by Wing. Smith open. Firing this time on 3 try. Doyle crashing the offensive glass and puts it in for 2. Milton's second first half field goal.
Montel James kept that ball alive, and Doyle right place, right time. When you're a defensive team like Loyola, you want to see the ball offensively go through the net. It just gives you more energy to go back and compete harder on that end. Coaches don't want to hear that. They want you to compete hard every possession. But when you make a few shots, you're more likely to go back and give just a little bit more effort.
2 fouls though on Doyle. Tim, he is going to have to take a seat now. 9:03 to go in this first half. Off-ball contact with Adam Wing.
Yeah, check out Milton Doyle there. He's got the white sleeves, fly in from the outside with the finish. The transfer from Kansas, he's really had a lot of ups and downs. He could do so many different things well, but had a foot injury, and his confidence has kind of wavered a little bit this year. When he's really good, so is Loyola.
Jeff White, senior guard, sat out. That win over the Panthers in Cedar Falls Saturday with an ankle injury, returning to the lineup tonight for Loyola. Valentine creates. And DJ up to 9 first half points, 4 of 5 shooting. For the Evansville legend, getting closer to the all-time record. Held by Colt Ryan at Evansville. Turk pulls up and hits. Devin Turk, the all-time Loyola leader in 3-pointers made, effective for the mid-range game.
Yeah, and had no points against Northern Iowa, and he was a guy who really shot it well last year.
Egidius Miscavicius establishes position in the easy hammer. First field goal of the night for the Big E, as they call him here at Evansville. And his rebound numbers are Elvin Hayes-like, really, if you think about it. I'm not sure he knows who Elvin Hayes is. Richardson misfires in a 3. James kept it alive for a moment. It's another rebound from Miscavicius. He's got 7 boards here in the first half.
Valentine's feeling it right now. He's going to try to make something happen.
Bumped on the way to the basket. Miscavicius, third in the Missouri Valley in scoring, 17 points a game, leading the nation in rebounding. Doesn't get any easier than that. Two-handed hammer flush for the Big E for Evansville.
Mr. Watson, come here.
Missouri Valley conference scoring history. He led the conference last year in scoring, Tim, as well, 20 points a game, and just needs 102 points now for the all-time Evansville scoring record. We talked to him today. He didn't seem to be overly excited, at least to us, first time meeting him, about setting that record, but a little smile on his face about it. He wants to win games right now. The and one. Simmons, his first bucket.
And who ends up setting it up? It's Valentine. Nice backdoor cut by the coach's son, and he's able to get to the free throw line. Simmons along with Wing really have a nice feel for the game. That's why you see them averaging almost 20 assists a game.
Blake Simmons, Jr. from Newburgh, Indiana. Hardy, his dad, told us today it's been interesting coaching. His son loves being around him. Of course, it's never always that easy. The father-son, coach-player relationship, right? You know about that.
Yeah, I saw in the last game that Evansville played Illinois State. He pulled his son at the 18-minute mark of the first half. 2 minutes into the game, he goes, son, I don't like the way you're playing. Come over and sit by me. Porter Moser there addressing his player. Not happy with the turnover out of the timeout.
Jeff White takes a seat next to Coach Moser on the Rambler bench. Ballantyne off the curl. Elbow jumper rattles out. Everything would go down for DJ Ballantyne that time. Can Devin Turk get going from three-point range? Something Coach Moser wondered today to us during the Rambler shoot-around. Earl Peterson the miss. Another rebound. Miscavige up to 8 boards. And a foul call against DJ Ballantyne as he drives toward the basket.
You know, there wasn't a whole lot of room to operate there, but just really understands angles, and he leads the Missouri Valley in minutes played, almost 37 minutes a game, and he just doesn't get tired. Porter Moser was even impressed by that, wasn't he?
Just keeps going. 37-plus minutes a game. Tops in the Missouri Valley. And one of the top minutes per game in the country as well. Extraordinary production. Tough start for the Purple Aces. Since then, they've really heated up near the Ford Center. 11 first-half points already for DJ Ballantyne.
And right now, you look at Loyola's lineup, and you're just like, all right, who's going to be that guy that can stop the bleeding? Ballantyne did that early on for Evansville. You know, is it Turk? Is it Peterson? Someone has to get something going offensively here.
Montel James kicks out Ben Richardson up top. Too strong on a three. And Jalen Brown, long defensive glass. Here comes Evansville. Loyola tripped by Richardson. That'll be a second on Ben Richardson, sophomore from outside Kansas City. An unbelievable high school career.
At the line for Evansville, number 10,
94-6 high school record 4 times. Ben Richardson went to the state championship game and won a pair of state crowns. Smith replaces him. So Richardson, the three-point ace, and Milton Doyle, Tim, each out 2 fouls here in the first half for Loyola. Loyola, one more free throw. It's not officially a fathead, right? I sure like the placement. Ever have one of those?
You know,
at St. John's Northwestern,
you know,
a huge student section.
When you're like a teenager, yeah, you only hope for that stuff. Yeah.
Turk baseline. Front on this time. James, long rebound.
You know, Richardson and Doyle on the bench, like you said, you got to figure out, all right, who's going to get buckets right now for a team that's been offensive challenge all season long. I think it has to be Turk.
Turk pulls up, right on cue. A miss. Another rebound. Miscavige is up to 9 boards already in the first half. And it's the defensive boards we talked about that are so impressive for Gideus Miscavige. Loyola spin move. Rajala defensive glass.
Yeah, nice job by Rajala there, moving his feet on the perimeter.
Ramblers need one here. Rajala top of the key on the trail. Here's Turk. Three-pointer rattles out. He's got 236 career threes, number 1 all-time in Rambler history, but up and down this year, and lately in a slump from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and you see Porter Moser, he has to go to Milton Doyle. He's going to be checking in after the next time out because he sees this offense really sputtering. I think Turk needed to see that ball go down, like you said, for that confidence level.
Ballantyne on the baseline. Silky smooth, 13 first-half points for DJ.
Yeah, we've seen him score literally every way. Driving, threes, post up, fade away, curl. And he's a guy that just flat out gets buckets, and I just love his mental makeup. He just really has such a high basketball IQ.
Overplayed Loyola. Run out. Jalen Brown to the basket. Blocked away by Turk. Good recovery in transition for Devin Turk. Peterson pulls up. Free throw line jumper and gets the roll the Ramblers needed badly. The CBI MVP, part of the Rambler Championship last year, has his first bucket of the night.
And mark that down. That's a 4-point swing right there. Maybe that gives some mojo back to Loyola. Watching 31 and White actually makes me tired. Watch him move off the ball.
The Scavages from Brazoya with the hammer. They're making it look easy, and you can see why Brazoya is so valuable off the bench for Evansville with the assists.
And the Villanova transfer really has a nice feel out of Zagreb, Croatia.
Coach Simmons told us today that Brazoya, before he picked Jay Wright and Villanova, took a visit to Kentucky as well, late in his recruiting process. But he's a good one, clearly. Timeout for the Ford Center in downtown Evansville. The River City on the banks of the Ohio in southwest June.
Yeah.
En route to greatness. Couple Long Island guys over here. 8 to shoot. Ingram.
Doyle's going to want to make something happen here.
With 4 to shoot. Milton Doyle gets bumped and hits.
Yeah, playing with 2 fouls, and Porter Moser really has no other choice. He has to have him out there because late in the shot clock, he's the only guy that can create for himself as well as others.
Half a dozen. Leading scorer for the Ramblers, Doyle. Big steal, Jeff White. Doyle trails. Tough shot, and hits again.
Yeah, it should have been an N1. I think he deserved to get that call right there, but we look back on that block that Turk had. That was a 4-point swing, and ever since then, Loyola's really taken advantage of that momentum.
Preseason honorable mention pick, Milton Doyle in the Missouri Valley. Showing us why. He's got 8 in the first half. Tip ball straight up in the air. White, good play baseline.
And that was Doyle that got the deflection. So a couple baskets, that effort on the defensive end gets picked up a little more. He wants the ball. He wants to make something happen.
Good move by Coach Moser to bring it back in. Up top, hits another. Tim saw that all the way.
You know, Spike Lee used to say it had to be the shoes. Maybe it's the name.
It's a great name, that Tim Doyle. Timeout call by Marty Simmons at Evansville. A personal
Here in this building, they knocked off Evansville. Last second bucket by Christian Thomas. So I expect this to be a competitive game while others didn't.
It's competitive again. Thanks to Doyle's little personal run. Brown up top. Handles for the Purple Aces with 10 to shoot. Simmons. Valentine on the baseline. Well short, thought he was fouled. No whistle.
Yeah, James with the switch there. Nice job of challenging that shot. If I'm Loyola, you know you get the ball to here.
This guy. Chicago native. 12 games out last year with a foot injury. Tim talked about. Milton Doyle on the handle. The Scavages tries to cut him off along with Jalen Brown. Feeds down low. Spin, miss, Montel James.
A great effort, though, by James. Keep that ball alive. He's so much more comfortable going over that left shoulder with that righty jump hook. It's good defense by Evansville, just better effort by James.
Dante Ingram able to grab that in the corner for the fresh 30. Not this time, but Ingram crashes on the weak side. And the first bucket of the night for Dante Ingram with a putback. It's a 2-point game here at the Ford Center.
Yeah, 10-2 run by Loyola has gotten them back in this game ever since that great block, great effort by Turk.
Smith, another effort. Here's Doyle in the open court. Bumps, offensive foul, this time on Doyle. And that is his third. A risky play with 2 fouls for the leading scorer for the Ramblers.
Yeah, that's excellent defense there by Jalen Brown. He was in the right spot. Bo Borowski right on top of the call. He got caught up at thinking about what he was going to do there, and more player control. And now Porter Moser's really going to be in a tough spot. He doesn't like the call. He's not happy on the sideline.
Did just get a technical, so he was teed up a moment ago. And Coach Moser still irate. So Valentine has a couple free throws. DJ 77% from the free throw line. He's now up to 14 points in the first half. Started the night 111 points behind Colt Ryan for the all-time Evansville scoring lead. Second all-time field goals made. What a career for Valentine. Tough moment for Porter Moser trying to get things back in line here. Sometimes a tee can be helpful, though.
Yeah, but he had all the momentum there. His team's on a 10-2 run. His best player is playing great. Now to pick up your third foul on I thought it was the right call looking at it. I thought he was out of control, but he obviously didn't feel that way.
Floater, 2 more. What a first half for J.J. Valentine, up to 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting. 1 3-pointer, 40 seconds remaining in the first half here. You see the differential between the shot and game clock.
Yeah, I want DJ Valentine to do my taxes. He's so relaxed and just so under control and patient.
And we got that feeling meeting him today at the Evansville practice facility. Really laid back young man for someone who's done so many great things. 5 to shoot. Jeff White double teamed in trouble. James pulls up. Long range. Fine on 3 tries. 13 seconds left in the half. Shot clock turned off.
Yeah, no Doyle. Bad offense there for Loyola. Look for Valentine here. Screen and roll with the big fella.
Scavage, it's calls for it. 3 seconds. Wing for 3. You better believe it. Out of wing. What a finish to the first half for Evansville.